Hi kiddos, so today we're going to be making our very own cootie catcher study guides for our next test coming up, and I'm going to show you guys how to do the folding of a cootie catcher because it looks super complex. You can see there's lots of folds, so I'm going to guide you through step by step how we can make our own cootie catchers, and this is what they're going to look like in the end. So as you can see on the inside there's a bunch of numbers. If you guys remember cootie catchers, you hold them like this and you have your hands under it like so, and you move them out, forward and back, and you can see the different numbers are inside, and we're going to use these to study for our next test. So the way it's going to work is you're going to pick a number between 1 and 10, and so let's say my partner, you do this with a partner because in the end you're going to be quizzing yourself, quizzing each other on the study guide questions that you have inside your cootie catcher. So you and a partner are going to use your cootie catcher. You're going to ask your partner, pick a number between 1 through 10, and let's say your partner says 4, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to look inside and say, all right, partner, pick another number, and let's say they pick 6. So we're going to look at number 6. You're going to unfold the flap, and there's going to be a question, and I'll show you how we put the question on. But this question says, what do plants need to grow? And the answers would be water, soil, and sun. So you're going to have the question and the answer, and you're going to be able to quiz a partner. So without further ado, let's get into making our very own cootie catcher. So all of you guys have a square piece of paper. It is 12 inches by 12 inches. So that means this side is 12 inches, this side is 12 inches, same with this one and same with this one, because we have a square, not a rectangle. It has to be all equal sides. So how we're going to start is we're going to fold this in half, exactly in half. So like this. So we got folded in half, all right? Now we're going to open it up. We see our crease, it's like a book. We're going to open it up like a book. And now we're going to fold it the other way. So instead of folding this way again, we're going to fold over top to bottom. Okay, so we're going to have 2 folds now that look like a cross. We have an X, we have an addition sign, whatever you want to call it. This is what your paper should look like. So now you're going to put it flat on the table. You're going to take one corner, any corner, it doesn't matter because you're going to be folding all the corners eventually, but you're going to take one corner and fold it towards the middle, like this. So we have this and we just folded it to the middle. And now we're going to do that with this side and every other side. So we should have 4 more folds. It looks like we're going to be making, it looks kind of like an envelope, but see, now we have this. Now we're going to do this side, fold it in. You want to make sure you're really pressing hard when you make your folds so they're nice and crisp. And so now for the last one, we're going to fold to the middle so it looks like an envelope. If it looks like you have an envelope, you're on the right track. All right, so we folded that one in, and now this is what it looks like we have. So instead of facing on the table like this with the folds facing up, we're going to flip it upside down. So the folds are facing down, so we should be seeing the back side of our folds. Now we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side to this side. So we're going to take our corner again and fold it to the middle, and we're going to be doing this around the whole side again. So we had this, and now we just start folding to the middle. We're going to do the same with this side, with all 4 corners. Let's see, keep going around. See, I've done 3 corners. We have another envelope kind of shape. And we're going to put our last fold in to make it back into a square. So now we have something that looks like this. Pretty cool, right? The back looks like this. And the inside, this side looks like this. So you have all your folds. So now pay close attention because this part can get a little tricky. But if you follow exactly what I do, it's going to turn out great. So you're going to hold it like this, and you're going to fold it in half, okay? So we're going to fold it in half, like this. So right down the middle. So we fold it in half. Now we're going to open it again, and we're going to fold it in half the other way. So we folded it from top to bottom, like this, just the last time. Now we're going to fold it from the left side to the right side like this. Okay, so now we're going to fold that. So now we have something that looks like this on both sides, okay? All right, so now what we're going to do is you can see in these flaps, we have a flap here, and the same thing on this side. So we're going to stick our fingers under one, and we're going to kind of pop it up. We're going to pop up the second one, and we're going to, you can see once you start popping it up, you start to get your cootie catcher shape. So once you pop up one side, underneath you can see that you can just push it together like a cootie catcher. You're going to kind of have to finagle it yourself, and then you're going to just keep working with it. So we had it like this. That's how we started with it. We stuck our fingers under one, and it's starting to pop it up, and we did it under our second one, and we did it under our third one, and our fourth one, and now we have our cootie catcher. So here's how we're going to use it for a study guide. So as you can see, I added with colorful markers on the inside, I put numbers. And so you're going to number them, whatever numbers you want, but I don't want you to go above 15. So you can pick any number you want. There's going to be 8 numbers. So one on this triangle, one on this triangle, all the way around. So on each triangle inside your cootie catcher, you're going to have a different number, either 1 through 15. Don't go above that. So let's see, I have some markers here. You can use any colors you want. That doesn't matter. But on the inside, let's say for this one I want to put number 2 there. So I'll put number 2. And for the next one I want to do 5. And then I want to do 7. Maybe I want to do 11. Make a little bit bigger number. And we're going to keep going around until all 8 sides are filled in. So I've made a number on every single triangle I have. All right? And so now for each flap under each number triangle, you're going to put one of your study guide questions that are going to be on your next test. So maybe that's, what's 4 plus 5? And then you're quizzing your partner. Let's see, we're going to write, what is 4 plus 5? And then, so that's where, what is 4 plus 5? That's going to be my number 5 triangle. Doesn't matter where you put it. You can put any of your questions wherever you choose. It doesn't matter. So under my 5 triangle, I chose to put what is 4 plus 5. So there's my question. I'm going to put my answer in this blank space underneath my question. So what is 4 plus 5? It is 9. So here is my answer. Here is my question. Okay, and so the same thing's going to be on this side. So let's say my other quiz question, what is 5 minus 2? And that answer is 3. So what is 5 minus 2 is under my number 2 flap, and the answer is 3. So once you've gone around and completed every single triangle, so you should have 8 different questions that you have. And so when you finish, when the whole class is done with theirs, I'm going to have you guys partner up in groups of 2, and you guys are going to quiz each other with your cootie catchers, okay? And that is all for our study guide cootie catchers, and they are going to help us prepare for our next quiz.